And welcome back, guys, to another episode on the JB Weekly channel. My name is Demon, and we are playing another episode of Minecraft. Of course, we love this game. Today, we started off with a time lapse. That's not something we normally do, but I said last time that I wanted to do something with these walls, and I think I figured out what I want to do. However, I can't finish exactly what I want to do. So I wanted to use this pattern. Oh, I think I missed a block there. I did. I'll put it there in a second. So I wanted to use the pattern on both sides, but use the warped. Yeah, these are the warped, and that's the crimson wood blocks on either side. And then see this little gap right here, I actually wanted to continue it onto this side, like it was like, you know, poking out of this hole. And then the same thing on that side, it has a smaller area right here, and I wanted to continue it onto there as if it was like wrapped around it and the cave kind of grew into it or collapsed into it, I guess. I'm not sure exactly, but shroom lights are kind of annoying to get. You only get like 2 or 3, maybe 4 per tree for one of these, you know, crimson or warped trees you see in the Nether. However, yeah, the shroom lights, there's not an abundance of them. This one needs to go like that. Yep. Anyways, that's the pattern I decided to go with, and it was a complicated pattern to do over and over and over and over again. So I actually kind of like it. It makes the room, it definitely livens up the room a little bit. It has a little more light, and then the only dark spots left are these walls right here. And I think once we have enough shroom lights to go into there and go into there, we'll be able to do that. But I want to show you the Nether really quick because I did spend some time setting up the portals again. I didn't do much with them other than literally just creating the portals and a path to them and then labeling what they are. So this way you have the rocket shop, the ice farm, there's a Nether fortress that way, and then our mining spot that we do all of our, like, I guess mass mining or clearing. And then the end portal and the jungle portal is over there as well. So we've kept everything from the ceiling. We kept it in the normal Nether. And yeah, it's been quite the experience trying to get these things built. I kept getting knocked around by all sorts of stuff. Like in the Basalt Delta, I guess magma cubes spawned quite a bit because they would spawn up in here and they would jump onto me all the time. But we're not going to be dealing with this right now. We're actually going to go back in here and we're going to let fate decide what we do this episode, because I have 2 things planned, but I don't know which one I want to do. So we're actually going to do something that I saw Etho's lab do. So if anyone watches Etho, you know what I'm about to do. But yeah, let's go see what we'll be doing for today's episode, because I don't even know yet. Oh, also real quick, we hired some employees. We have this guy right here. He's checking his notes and observing the Nether room and its construction, I guess, because it just got built. And then this guy over here, I want to put different heads on them, but Endermen are the only ones that I have in, you know, masses or a good number of. So he's over here with his little cup chilling by the water cooler. So yeah, and I tried to give them white leather outfits so that it looks like lab coats, but it definitely does not look like lab coats. It looks more like armor. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go up here and see what we'll be doing for today. All right, so we have 2 different things planned for possibly today, maybe next episode, but one of these will be done today. So we have our Nether hub, and of course, you know by the title, but Nether hub and mass storage. We're gonna hit the button, dispenses an arrow, goes up, lands on one of these 2, and whichever one it lands on is what we'll be doing for this episode. So we're just gonna hit the button until it lands on one. Oh, that one's trying right. Nope. Man, this is taking a minute. Oh, there it went. That's what we're doing today. We are doing our mass storage. So let's collect all these other arrows. All right. It's official. Today's episode, we are creating a mass storage, which I'm actually kind of excited about, because if you kind of look down here, this stuff is full of cobble and stone, and we got these that are, you know, getting full. This is full. But back here is getting ridiculous. The stone andesite, some of our, we have glass, like, oh man, some of this is getting out of control. So before this room grows too much, we're going to be designing and making a mass storage. So let me put some junk away and we'll get that started. All right, so I think what we're going to do, I was thinking about putting it on the 3rd floor, because the 3rd floor, the only thing that's on the 3rd floor is this little pumpkin farm that is an automatic pumpkin farm. which we don't really need too much of. So we could honestly probably break it down. But all it is the iron farm and the little village trading thing down here. This is all that's down here. So what if we waited to put something else down here, because the third floor could use some love. It could use a lot of attention down here. So, you know, this hallway looks pretty good, or passageway looks pretty good. But as soon as you get right here, other than this one cobblestone and that one cobblestone, it's all stone and andesite, and I guess a little bit of diorite. But it's all stone for the most part, all gray, and there's nothing here. There's no personality, there's no love, there's not even wood to trace around it. And then it's just a solid straightaway. So maybe we'll save this whole area for another episode where we're actually, you know, clean it up a little bit. And I think what we should do is go over here and put it way down there on the end. So we should create a space like this on the other side, so that it has like an official exit to the wolf farm or the sheep farm. And then on the other side of that is where we'll do our mass storage silos, which is going to be super freaking dope. Also, I think we should do is replace all of these glass blocks. I think we should replace it with the color of the dyed sheep. I think that would look a lot better. Come down here and you just see rainbowed glass with rainbowed sheep and rainbowed wool behind them and above them. That could look a lot better. But yeah, we got to go ahead and do this part over here. And I'm not sure exactly. We should maybe just kind of copy this sort of design. So it needs to go out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 blocks, make the wall, and then have a passageway out, and that's where we'll lead into our storage silo. However, this comes the fun part where we get to dig out this giant room again, because we've decided to put everything underground. So, you know, we got some fun ahead of us, and we're gonna go ahead and get to that. But first, do I want to do the glass? Because now I actually really like that idea. That would take some time just to get all the dyes together. I don't even know if I have the dyes for it. Okay, we'll take a look at what our dyes look like and what glasses we have. If we have enough, we'll do that now. If we do not have what we need, we'll just go ahead and do the storage. Taking a look in here, we don't have that many dyes that we would have to go fetch, but we do have a couple. Like we don't have, we have 1 orange, so that would work. We don't have black, but that wouldn't be too hard. Alright, screw it. I'll go ahead and do this real quick. I'm going to do it off camera, and then I'll just come back and show you guys what I did, because this is going to take a second. Alright, despite how long it took, I actually think it looks pretty good. You can see this dark area in the back. We actually dug out this area back here. Oh, can I fly? Oh, there's glitched blocks. No? Okay, I guess they're just forever stuck there. So we dug out this area because we're going to make it look exactly like this other side, like I said, and then we're going to start the tunnel that goes into our mass storage. But I think the glass looks pretty good. It definitely adds the rainbow effect that we were going for when we, you know, made this farm. So, I mean, that works out at least. So all we got to do is copy this. So we need some oak. We need some oak stairs and slabs, some T-stone. We might do that. We need some jack-o'-lanterns because that's what's under those. And then fences, that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then this is how much we got. Glass we have left over. So let's go grab all the supplies for that. Oh, there's a floating block. Nice. All right, they're no longer glitched. Good, good, good. I feel like the haste beacon causes that sometimes. Ooh, that's a stair from the downstairs. Ooh, yeah, that'll make it look weird. Probably shouldn't change that. Yeah, let's not change that. Let's put that back. Put you right there. Okay. Let's just set the crafting bench down. We'll just use it right there for now. Okay. So the floor is all T-stone. Yeah, so the floor is all T-stone, and then the sides, yada yada yada. All right, I got this. Now both sides look should be 100% identical except for the armor stands. And then, you know, the order of the colors is going to be different, but that's totally fine. And then it doesn't have an opening, but you get what I mean. Basically identical. Mirror match on the other side. Cool, cool. All right. I guess we could put armor stands in those ones eventually, but we don't need that necessarily right now. But what we do need... I thought I saw a glitch to the floor. But what we do need, unfortunately, is to dig a giant room which is our favorite part of these Let's Plays, is digging out big rooms. But luckily, you guys don't have to see it because I don't do it in time lapses anymore. I feel like that's a boring time lapse. You would rather see a build done in a time lapse that's more, aesthetically pleasing, not something that's just, you need it done. Where did I put my ender chest? I guess I could just grab that one. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and cut the video here. And I'll see you guys when I have a giant room ready to go for the mass storage. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we should feel pretty accomplished. We made a giant square room. As always. Well done, me. All right, we've also gathered a ton of supplies. So we actually went and repaired our picks twice because we actually gathered a bunch of crap. But this is all the redstone stuff we had already made. But we have a bunch of blackstone now, and we have a bunch of random stuff that we are definitely going to need. The amount of wood we're going to need for this is going to be ridiculous, just because of the amount of hoppers and the amount of chests we're going to have to make. So I think the first thing we actually should do is set up where all the chests are going to go. Now, I'm not going to do this in a time lapse at the beginning. So I'm going to set up where the chests are. I'm going to set up the redstone, and then I'm going to do a time lapse to kind of do the decorative part, because I think if I were to try to do this part in one giant time lapse, it would take forever. So I think what we're going to do is set up all the chests, and let's just go ahead and make all of this in a chest, because I guarantee you we're going to need it. We're going to need more than that. Okay, so maybe we need more wood than I thought we did. So let's do 3, 4, 5. I don't know why we used the scaffolding. Didn't even need it. Good job. But that's where our middle chest is going to go. Excuse me. And then we're going to need one spot for the redstone lamp, one spot extra, and then there. So 2 blocks and then there. I think that'll work. And then we'll use this area for something else. Maybe. If we did one more there, I feel like we could have enough room for it. I feel like it should be fine. So we want the lamp to be on the left side of each one. So let's say here on all of these. All right, now that we got these lined up the way we want them, 4 on this, 4 on that, 3 in the back. Now all we got to do is make all of the chests 5 tall, and then make the redstone lamps 5 tall as well. And then we can move on to our next step. So I guess the next best thing to do would be to... Sorry about that. Yeah, so we have all of these set up now, and the wood is going to be a struggle. We used all of our jungle wood already. I don't remember, I think it was in this chest. We used all of our jungle wood, and we had to go grab some oak wood. Oh my god, this is going to take all the wood I have. Maybe not. Well, we have a lot of hoppers that we need to do, but, excuse me. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm still a little sick. But we did get the placement set up. So we have 4 on each side, 3 over here, and then we're actually going to have a little thing over here and a little thing over here, but that is to be discovered what that is later. Anyways, now we have to do is set up the little redstone behind each one of these that actually does the silo bit. So let me actually craft up some redstone gadgets like these. Not so much that, but these. And I'll be back in a minute after I use every single bit of what I have. Alright, after our little endeavor in the jungle, this is what we got. We got a good amount of wood and a little more oak wood, and then a bunch of jungle wood. I figured jungle wood would be the easiest to get because they're big trees, so they'll be quicker, and then we got a bunch of sticks so we can make redstone torches and such. So now that we have all of these set up, we can go ahead and start doing the redstoney bit of the silo. Now, to nobody's surprise, I didn't come up with this. This has been around for a very long time, but basically the way it works is as each chest fills up, the light beside it will turn on once that chest is full. So if you look, the comparator right here, there's hoppers facing into each chest. The comparator right here will read when things are in this hopper, and it'll power this block, which turns on that bottom light. So if we put that in that bottom hopper, this light turns on. As soon as this hopper gets empty, so we'll go ahead and take some stuff out. As soon as that hopper gets empty, light goes out. Now, this will stay on. Once this fills up, and items start piling in this hopper. And then this will stay on forever because it is full. So, all you have to do is kind of repeat the same pattern going around, except you can't do it on the second level because you can't put a comparator on top of there, and you'll have a bunch of complications. So, you do it around where you do a comparator into a block, and then repeater two redstone dust into another block, which will power this one. Because if you do redstone dust all the way across into this block, it'll power this one, which will power that, and you don't want that. So after you get the second layer done, you just repeat the first layer again with a comparator, another block, excuse me, and that'll power the third one, and then you repeat the same pattern over and over again until you get to the top. So now all we gotta do is do this pattern like 3, 7, 10 more times. So let's get to do that. Alright, as you can see, we got those redstone bits done, and as well as some other stuff around the top. You can kind of see it, and the line of hoppers going around the cross of all of them. It took so much time to get all of those up there. I'm such an impatient person, but man, was that tedious. But okay, here, we can just take this up. So basically, these are just little filtration systems. So this hopper line will be carrying all of the hoppers across the sorting system. This is a sorting system that will auto sort them into our mass storage. But this hopper line will carry them all into their individual things. And if we, I think it's, yeah, this one, we could put in whatever we want. We have a stack of stones. We could put stack of stone across here, and it will filter, it will automatically make this the stone filter. So if we do that and that, it will start bringing them down to here. You'll see the light is picking up. It's got stone in it. If we go all the way up to the top, once it's done, it'll stop. And that will forever be only available to stone for it to pass through. So what that means is everything we want to use for the mass storage, we can filter into each one of these, and that will be the block we use for that chest, I guess, pillar or column, pillar, that chest stack. So since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, wait, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we have 11. We could do 11 different blocks, or we can use, I think I'm going to use 2 for like stone. So maybe like stone, and then the rest of them be, you know, different blocks. But I haven't decided that quite yet. We should maybe do some nether stuff. Are we going to get that much nether stuff? I don't even honestly know. I don't think we will. Alright, so I think I figured out what I'm going to do for our mass storage. We're going to do the 4 different kinds of stone on the left side. So we have regular stone, cobblestone, T-stone or stone bricks, and then the smooth stone. So these will be the 4 filters for this one. The back one will be your 3 variations of stone you find in mining. So your andesite, your granite, and your diorite. So your diorite, andesite, Jesus, can I speak? Andesite, diorite, and your granite. So those will be the 3 that'll go over there. And then the 4 that'll go on this side will be the gravel, dirt, sand, and grass blocks. So those will be the ones that are filtered on this side. So this will be all of the items that will come into this mass storage. All we have to do now is set up each filter to do that specific block. So we need a stack, or we don't need a stack. What was it, 22? So we need 22 of each item to put into those filters, and then they'll be ready to go. And then we'll just have to figure out a way to deposit them into there, and then that will carry them across and filter them out. And then we'll have some sort of depository over here for any sort of extra overflow. And then really the extra overflow will just be an overflow chest in case we accidentally put something in there. If anything, if like one of these gets full and it goes into the next one, maybe we can have it like break off and do like a filter system where it breaks off and it throws it away into some lava. But otherwise, I don't want it to, if we like throw something in there accidentally, like our stone pickaxe, is like our pickaxe or our sword or anything like that. I don't know why we would do it, but in case we did, I want us to have some sort of option to not have to worry about it getting filtered through and then thrown immediately into lava. So I'm going to go ahead and set up these filters really quickly, and then we continue with the build. We have us a little test box here. We're going to be using test box. Sounds like Xbox for a second. I don't know why it went in my mind like that. Excuse me. Moving on. All right, so we have a test box here. Every item that's going to be filtered in our little filtration system storage silo doohickey machine is going to is in this shulker box that we have right now. We're going to put it up there, and we're going to hopefully see some lights come on. So let's go ahead and just get rid of everything that's supposed to be getting filtered, so we don't know which one's which, and then we'll put this bad boy up there, and hopefully it works properly. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to be sad. But if it does, I'm going to be slightly less sad. So now we just got to get up there, put the shulker box on top of it, and boom. Let's try this out, boys. Here we are. Now, if we set this up top, it should, theoretically. Let's do it like this. All right, here we go. We ready? Ready to see some lights? All right, it's pulling items out. Theoretically, they should be getting lit up where the filters are. So let's just stand here and let's observe this for a second. Should I move all of my stuff now? Probably not. I should probably do it after the build is finished. But I just noticed my webcam is in the wrong spot. Silly me. That's much better. All right. So now my webcam's in the right spot. There we go. Okay, so everything should be filtered through. I don't know if it's all the way done yet. Let's take a look. Nope, it's still pulling dirt out. Dirt is like way over here somewhere. So it's going to take a minute to get to that. Oh yeah, we can't look in it. Okay. Well, while it's finishing up, I'm actually going to gather some supplies real quick. And we're going to be getting on to the final part of this episode, which everyone I know is excited about, including myself, which is the time-lapse, the aesthetical part of this build. And then it will be officially done. We will have our storage room complete. This part will be done shortly, and this part will be done shortly. However, it's the main aesthetic is what we're going to be doing. So cue the music, cue the supplies, and let's get right into it. Alright, let's give the grand tour before we start moving stuff in. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. It took a little longer than expected because, wouldn't you know, one of the sides was not even. I think it actually ended up being the back side needed to be pulled in one. Actually, no, because I lined it up with this one incorrectly and this one was fine. So this side had to be pulled over one block. So I had to redo the redstone, tear all the chests and the lamps down. So I actually had to, I started the time lapse, got like 4 seconds into it and I realized that they weren't aligned, stopped the time lapse, and then, did all of that. But all of them are in their correct spots. And if you look at how we figure out which one is in which chest, the floor actually tells you. So we have stone, cobblestone, T-stone, and then the stone, smooth stone. And the pattern is kind of scattered between the ones, and the one that it's in front of, that's the pattern, or that's what's in that chest. So you have your diorite, andesite, and granite, and the pattern is mixed through here. And then you have your grass, dirt, gravel, and sand. And then the dirt had to be replaced with coarse dirt, because if you put dirt next to grass, yeah, you're getting more grass. So I had to use coarse dirt, even though this is just going to be normal dirt. There will not be any coarse dirt in there. Now we also have this station and this station done. We also did this with the back wall. It's not in the time lapse because I didn't know what quite I wanted to do with this side, and I'm still not sure if this is what I want to do yet. But it just makes it look like I don't know, some rubble and abandoned looking areas. But the green is the loading station, the red is the overflow station. So we could put whatever we want up here and it'll load it into here, and we can just send it off and it'll unload it and bring it back. So for an example, what's the first one? Stone. Should have stone in one of these. There we go. Oh, that's not stone. Stone. So let's grab some stone. I'm not going to put it up there because there's no point of letting it go through the hopper, but send it off. It'll unload it up there and then send it back down once it's done, but it should, boom, bring it into here, and nothing else is lighting up, you see. And if we put something in the chest that is not, let's just do a firework. If we put something in the chest that is not through one of these filters, it should end up, I think, in the first one. I'm pretty sure that's how I had the hopper set up. I think in the first bottom one or that one. One of these two it'll end up in. So we'll send this up, and it'll take a minute to go all the way around all those hoppers, so it'll be a second before it gets here. But yeah, that's the basic gist of it. So we now have to move all of our mass storage into here, which is going to take some time. And I'm not super looking forward to it, but I am super looking forward to this room being here. And we, of course, we have, you know, some jack-o'-lanterns, hidden lights. We've got some glowstone lights and some lantern lights. No torches anywhere. Oh, well. Okay, now no torches anywhere. And then most of the floor has stayed the same, even though we might change it. And then behind all of this, you have... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We can do it. Yeah, all right. So back behind here, you have all these torches, just so nothing spawns. I don't want anything spawning back here, so I put all these torches down on top and around it, just so it's mob-proof and we don't have anything to worry about back here. But now we can go take a look in that chest, because it should... Oh, there we go. It should have our firework in there. Boom. There we go. Now we can get all of our other stuff in here, and I'm going to do that real quick because this video is getting a little lengthy. But I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, move most of our stuff over. I don't know about all of it because we have a lot of stone and it's probably not all going to fit in there. But I'm going to grab some of it and then we will move to the comment of the day. Well, as you can see, we are currently depositing some cobblestone and it's not going to be a quick process. It's going to take a long time, as you can see right here. But I'll do that off camera, of course. I'll actually help it move. I'm not going to just let it go through the sorter. But we can do our comment of the day. So... if we look back at episode 21, the Oreo Cookie one, who actually ironically named our dog Mojo, said "Rippin' Mojo" because Mojo, oh so unfortunately, Mojo passed away. We're not going to bring it up, but oof, it was a sad times. But he said, dude, that nether room is looking so good. Love the whole concept of the lab and the nether room. Good stuff. So we'll actually fly over there real quick to show you, because... we showed a little bit at the beginning, and we'll show a little bit here at the end, even though nothing has been done. But I'm actually really happy with the way it's coming out. I really am bad at building really anything. I'm not good at it. Not good at designing things. But I think the lab turned out relatively decent. And then I think the actual nether room turned out really good. At least, you know, for my... oh, there's a spider. Oh. Okay, he's safe. Anyways... I think it turned out pretty good, especially for me, so I'm pretty proud of it. I'm hoping to move some more onto these walls, that one and that one, but I need to go gather more supplies, which is going to take a minute. But that brings us to the end of this episode, so if you liked the video, leave a like. If you loved it, sub, and we'll see you in the next one.